All right, what it do, man? This one, I always say it's a special edition, or it's, you know what I mean?
No, this is though. We fucking had to drive. We had to drive this good little 2 hours.
We're a little hour and a half away. We're all the way out in Florence, you know what I'm saying? But
Florence in the
today
building.
We got a different type of vibe in here. We got some food, you know what I mean? So shout out to the homie Kyle from Your Behind BBq.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate you boys driving out here.
Yes,
Wasn't that bad of a drive, right?
No, it wasn't. When I looked it up,
it's all highway.
When I looked it up on the GPS, I'm like, all right, because when I first talked to him, he's like, yeah, it's like 45 minutes away. I'm like, all right, cool. I look it up, it's like, an hour, 25 minutes. I'm like, gosh damn it, this is another 40 minutes and shit.
He called me yesterday. He's like, hey, it's like an hour and 20. I'm like, hold up. And we're like talking. I'm looking on my phone like, I go, it is hour and 18 minutes. And it's the same thing and shit. But, nah, man, tell us a little bit about yourself if they don't know, you know what I mean?
My name's Kyle Matuszewski. I own Your Behind BBq Birds and Bones. We are started as a competition barbecue team.
Okay.
Actually, just grilling in the backyard with the old man. And then jumped into doing competitions, and then competitions snowballed into a freaking restaurant, and here I am.
And a little people, if you don't know, but he grew up on the west side out there with us. I mean, we're from Avondale.
Hey, Auger in the building,
Millennium in the building. Don't say Auger, but it's Millennium on your side. Now, did you go to Avondale School, or what grade schools did you go to?
I went to Western Sky. I think my grade school was like Scott Libby.
Scott Libby,
Yep. But we all had like the same friends, and we all kind of interacted.
That's why I said Agua, because a lot of the people that he hung out with were like
same
people,
as us,
like like you said, mentioned Lauren. You know, shout out to homie Lauren. You know,
Bobby, everybody. I think I had a choice, but when we were in 8th grade from Avondale Middle School, it was either you could go to Millennium or you could go to Agua. We chose Agua, but some people chose Millennium or whatever.
Before it was Millennium, it was Agua, it was North Campus and South Campus, and then they switched it up and they split it up, and that's when like Millennium became Millennium, and it was like its own thing, and then Agua Fria was like its own thing.
We always got a bad rap. We were like the hillbilly schools over there.
It was vice versa. I feel like Agua Fria was like the ghetto kids, you know what I'm saying? And Millennium was like, those were the kids that had money.
Wear the Hollister shirts.
And it's funny, they thought the same shit about us. You know
that's what I thought, bro.
And it was always a good rivalry, but still friendly. Like when we partied with everybody.
I know. I remember I'd go to a lot of your guys' parties, and Everson Griffin would be there.
Oh yeah,
shout out to Everson.
Shout out Everson.
But it's good. We all kind of mingled, interacted, and stuff. It's crazy we're all older now.
Right.
For sure.
Crazy how stuff happens.
When did you get into the barbecuing?
Bro, I played sports my entire life. Played sports. Pops kept me in sports all the time, and working. No hanging out with friends. You know, you're working a lot. So I played football. I love football. I was attached to that. My parents had me in all kinds of sports. So I'd always be getting my ass kicked because when you were growing up, it was by weight class.
Yeah.
So my ass was always bigger than everybody else, than my age of kids.
Yeah.
So I had to play with the big kids. I get my ass kicked all the time. I hated it.
Yeah.
So coming into high school, life was good because everything caught up to me. Now I'm playing with my own age, and here we are. You know, freshman year for the freshman team, and the coach sees me and he's like, hey, the varsity coach, he's like, hey, you're not playing freshman, you're going up to varsity. So now I'm back in this boat again where everybody's kicking my ass and stuff like that. I know. Right. So it all caught back up to me again. Senior year, I had 4 D1 scholarships to play football.
Oh shit.
And it's like a book, bro. The last play of the last game my senior year, tore my ACL. Scholarships, everything went away. So I jumped into graduated, jumped into the workforce. I was working at Honeywell for a while. And then my knees started bothering me and stuff. So I was like, all right. I went and had surgery done. During this time, during the recovery, daytime TV sucked. Like we didn't have Netflix, Hulu, any of this other crap now. Daytime TV sucked. So I found a show called BBq Pit Masters. Now, in my family, my mom couldn't boil hot water. She couldn't boil water if she tried. But my dad, he always cooked. He was always the cook. And I wanted nothing to do with it. I was sports, that.
Yeah.
But when you get older, bro, like, you got to make yourself some food. Like, you can't just go to McDonald's all the time.
Yeah.
Of course.
So I would do that. So during my recovery after surgery, BBq Pit Masters was a TV show. And
I remember that.
They must have had a marathon or something going on.
Yeah.
So I was watching it, and I just couldn't believe that people would cook food like we do on the weekends, and turn it into judges, and judges would, grade your food or whatever. And these guys were walking out with major money, money, and the camera crew following them around. So my dad and I were hooked. So I bought him a smoker for his birthday, and we cooked on that every weekend.
Oh, this is was
it an expensive one?
No,
or
bro,
was it an old
like
school
Ace
one?
Hardware down the road was like $30. I didn't know what I was doing.
What kind of
$30. Bought this little rinky-tink thing. So we started playing on that. I was like feeding it charcoal every like 10, 15 minutes because it wouldn't stay hot enough. So I researched everything, barbecue, everything. Then I was slowly getting better. Food started doing good. I knew what I was kind of doing. So then a contest came up. I looked up contests, and there was one in Scottsdale. Yeah. And it was a big contest. It was like $50,000 was like the grand prize. So I told the old man, I said, bro, we're going to go do this. He's like, no, we can't be doing it. I'm like, bro, it's going to be fun. Let's go do it.
Yeah.
So we have this old Breaking Bad looking motorhome, right? And I'd throw everything in there besides a kitchen sink, everything that I thought I would need. So we roll into this contest. There was 117 teams. Now, at a barbecue contest, there's 6 judges at a table, and you have to impress 6 random people with your food.
Gotcha.
And they only get to have 1 bite.
And that's out of 120 people, you said?
Out of 117 teams. You have to impress 6 people with 1 bite. So you got to just do what you got to do to this food.
Now, do you get to pick your meat, or you bring your meat?
You got to bring your meat. They'll come and inspect it. So you're going to do chicken, ribs, pork, and brisket.
That's what I was going to ask.
Yeah. So, and does it have to be a certain cut? Like, is it got to be ribeyes, or fillets?
You can bring
any meat you want.
Any meat you want, but it's got to be. You got to have at least 6 pieces of chicken, 6 pieces of ribs, 6 pieces of pork, and 6 pieces of brisket. And you cook it however you want. For each
contestant, right? For each one? Okay.
Now, let me ask this, because they do, like, in music sometimes it's different, but do you pay to get in that competition? Is it like an entry?
Oh, yeah. It used to be like $350, but now it's like $500-600. But it's like about $350.
And people don't know, but it looks like it's like $1,000
100%
day.
100%.
Even if you win or lose, you got to buy the meat. We know meat's not expensive. The fee to get in,
seasoning,
transportation, the canopy setup, drinks, and
seasoning.
stuff.
You got to have drinks. The whole deal. Yeah, it's about $1,000 every contest you go to.
It's crazy.
So you go to these contests. You got to turn in all the food. So starting at 12 o'clock, you got chicken. You got to turn in chicken. You put it in a styrofoam to-go box.
Gotcha.
Turn it in. And it's a blind judging system. Then 30 minutes later, you got to turn 6 pieces of ribs in. Okay. Now, ribs, they're going to pick up a piece of rib, and they're going to take 1 bite, and it better leave a bite mark on the rib. Or if it falls off the bone, you get dinged down for that because they call it overcooked. Oh. So you got to know what you're doing when you take a bite. It's got to leave a bite mark.
Now, I know a little bit about because of smoking and stuff, but I'm assuming if the competition, when they're going to take your food at 12, does that mean you have to cook it like if that's a Saturday? That means Thursday night you're out there cooking them out.
You're cooking through the night in the morning.
Exactly. You better have a timeline down. Like you better have your chicken ready by noon because you get a 10-minute window. So between 11:55 and 12:05. That's when you have to turn in chicken. If you don't turn in chicken, you're DQ'd for that for chicken.
And you want to get it in as fresh as possible, correct?
There's people that would go first, would get there at 11:55.
Okay.
There's people that would turn in dead ass last, right at 12:04:59.
Okay.
Because once it hits 12:05, you're done.
Got you.
So then you got to turn in ribs. So then boom, 30 minutes later, 1 o'clock, you got to turn in pork. 1:30, you got to have brisket turned in.
Got you.
So we turn all this into judges. Everything's good. It was at the Diamondbacks training facility in Scottsdale. I don't know, it's Salt River Field, something like that. And my dad and I, we got 7th place chicken out of 117 teams.
On your first
contest. But we got ass kicked in every contest, but I was living the high life, bro.
Yeah.
We got to go down in their field, walk the big ass stage. They gave us a big old check, said your name. I was like, this is where I need to be.
This is where I'm at.
Because the competition came back because I didn't have any.
So you won something with being 7th place. You won money off that one.
Yeah, it was like $50 maybe, $50 or $100.
I mean, bro, I don't care.
I don't care. I walked the stage. I got a trophy. Don't care. I won the weekend. Life's good. I'm good. You can have that 1,000. I'm good.
Cool.
So after that, then I started doing more research, and then more contests were popping up. So I would do one a month. And I was slowly getting better and better and better. So 1 a month turned into 2 a month, turned into 3 a month. Then a lot of people were asking me, like, hey, you think you could cater my daughter's wedding? You think you could cater this 50th birthday, cater this, cater that, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay. And I bought my house, it was like during the recession time when people were stealing AC units and ripping all the copper out and all that.
Yeah.
So I bought a house, and I had that for a couple of years, and I was still doing the contests and stuff. And so I sold everything. I sold my house, I sold my bikes, I sold everything, and had a food truck built. And told Pops, hey, I'm moving back in.
Yeah. And this is out in the west, or this is in
West
Florence?
side. West side, out in the west side, yeah.
And all the money that you had got from selling all that, you put it all into your food truck?
Into a food truck, yeah. So it wasn't really a food truck. It was about a 40-foot trailer.
Okay.
Had a big smoker on the back and a full built-in kitchen inside.
Gotcha,
and I had it built in downtown Phoenix. So I sold everything, found a guy that was going to build it for me, and I was there every day. Like, bro, make it bigger. Do this, do that.
Yeah.
Before I knew it, they put the walls up on this trailer, and it was a massive trailer. Now I'm thinking, shit, I need a new truck. So I had to go get a truck. So I'd tow this trailer around. I'd set up on the side of the road. I'd go to festivals. I'd go to just different stuff.
Keep your name out there,
and that money would pay for my barbecue addiction. Now, I still had a full-time job at Honeywell, but all the money that I made from selling food, selling sandwiches, whatever it was, that would pay for my contest.
And is Pops in with you the whole time?
Pops is in with me, yeah. So it was like a father-son like bonding time.
Yeah.
Got you.
You know,
that was one of my questions too. I was going to get there and be like, how was that with the dynamic of as far as you doing it with your pops?
He was always the cook. And my grandfather, he's right there on the wall. He was a cook for the soldiers in World War III in the Army.
Yeah. Got you. That's dope.
So Pops is with me on this. And so I told him, I said, bro, I'm selling everything. We're getting this thing built. So I'm on the road, festivals, doing stuff. And so I was doing that, I was paying for my addictions and all that, and I was doing probably 3 or 4 contests a month. And then COVID happened.
Gotcha.
So COVID happened, shut down, no setting up on the side of the road, festivals are gone, all this is gone. So my job came to me and said, hey, so we're going to move you to 410s. So you're going to work Monday through Thursday, 10-hour days, but you got every Friday, Saturday, Sunday off.
Yeah.
I said, perfect, because
you got the weekends now.
Yep, I take my truck and trailer to work on Thursday. When I'm done, I'm traveling, bro.
Oh.
So I would travel all over the country. I think the most contests I did in 1 year was 54. Gosh, so that was one on a Friday.
Are they all
Saturday?
about the same to entry fee wise, or some like if it's more national, a little bit bigger?
Yeah, some are a little more. Some are a little more of that when they're bigger.
And then, so let me ask you this. Your life from your job that you were making from that money, that was maintaining your regular life,
my
correct?
regular life, yeah.
And so then the money that you were making from selling the food and all that, this was fun, and the profit you were making from that, this was funding
my competition life.
Yeah.
Right,
Basically, every contest.
That's how you were juggling it and making it work.
Because every contest, $1,000, bro. Like,
most definitely.
You can't just show up with some people do, but you can't just show up with like a $40, $50, $60 brisket.
Yeah.
Like I was buying $400 or $500 briskets.
Yeah.
Chicken.
Now, is there a difference in that? Like, some people say, is it the smoker, or can you just buy one from Fry's?
Yeah, let them know, dog, because there's going to be people ready to like, hey, no, dog, I don't care whether it's on the...
Yeah, how do you feel like about that?
I'd always buy Wagyu brisket. So Wagyu brisket is
we were just talking
it
about
looks
that
like a
too,
spider
Wagyu
web
shit.
full of fat.
Yeah.
I mean, through the brisket. You can slice it and it's just a spider web.
Yeah.
So when you cook it, and you got to slice the brisket, you turn in slices to the judges want to be able to balance a piece of brisket off their finger, but they want it to fold over, just hang like it can't break or anything, just hold together, and then they'll tear it apart and eat it. Now you get some of the cheaper meat that's got no I call it spider webs.
Yeah.
A fat, bro, it's not gonna fold over.
Yeah,
it's just gonna hang there. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
So whenever you buy meat or anything, beef especially, you want a lot of fat.
Finger trick on them, dog. Hey, just
now, usually the judges, are they is there judges that are like travel all the way around? Is there like Michael Jordan's of smoker?
You know what I'm
saying?
You got to take it's called the society. It's called Kansas City Barbecue Society, and they host these events.
Oh, okay, and that's like the big competition.
That's the big
the cream
ones.
of the crop.
Yeah,
right there.
that's what you got to do. Okay. So they have classes that people can take, and you can be a certified barbecue judge, and they teach you all about what you're looking for and this and that. But taste is subjective because everyone's got different tastes.
Right.
So now it's on you to impress 6 people with one bite of food. How do I impress you with one bite of food?
Yeesh.
That's
Now,
what I'm saying.
is there a lot of rules, as in, like, you know, now technology helps, like they put the stick in there to read your steak temperature and stuff like that. Can you use those in there, or no?
Yep. You can use thermometers. You can do whatever you want. So when COVID happened, then I jumped into more contests. Now a new division popped up where it was called SCA, State Cook-Off Association. Now these contests were $150. They provide you 2 ribeye steaks. And you have to cook it, turn it into judges, and it has to be a perfect medium. So I kind of jumped into that, and I was absolutely killing in that because they had side categories that were paying $1,000. And like a side category would be like, hey, we're going to do this steak cook-off, and we're going to do wings. So 6 wings, 6 judges, turn in 6 wings. Yeah. So I was always the guy that like, okay, what is everybody else going to do? Like, okay, we're going to a barbecue contest. Everyone's doing barbecue wings. Well, not me. I'll do peanut butter and jelly wings, or I'll do bacon wrapped wings, or I'll do something so different that when they try my food, they'll be like, holy shit, what was that?
Different. Yeah.
Instead of
That's how it was with the PB
smash
right now.
Or sometimes I get my ass kicked. They'd be like, okay, this doesn't.
It's too off the wall.
This is too much.
Yeah.
But 9 times, not to toot my own horn, but 9 times out of 10, bro, I would smash everybody because I was so different. And then you would get people at these contests just watching what I'm doing, watching. So I had to like put shit in undercover bottles.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Like,
you gotta cover your shit.
That's what I'm saying. It got so bad to where like I never had to do that before. But you literally just have people sitting there, or they'll have their phone out just like this,
recording the whole time.
Yeah,
where it's almost you think at some point where people it's cool, you know, but it almost gets weird. Where they're like,
bro, what are you doing?
Standing here recording.
Yeah, he's trying.
He hasn't moved or
something.
The ones that I love is you get to a contest, and people that you've seen, but you don't really know, will just walk into your trailer. Hey, what's going on? And like you'll be standing there, but he'll be looking around.
Look, they're not even looking at you.
How you doing, man? You doing all right?
They're looking at your season. Yeah.
You doing all right? It's crazy. Like it got so bad that like I would start putting
trailer, dog.
I would start putting random shit on my counter because I knew certain people or different other people would just show up.
Now, what's the biggest check they got like to win? If that like the grand first place, what is that? What is they
probably? Well. Some of the smaller contests are probably anywhere from probably 10,000 to 15,000.
And that was the one you said, the Kansas City one. How much is
that one's about 50,000. That's that trophy right there. That was
that was going to be my next question.
That was third place overall.
What's the biggest one you've won and money wise? Like what as far as you know?
I got second place in the world in ancillaries, which is side category from the steak. So. Okay. There's state contests, but they had the side categories like I was talking about. Okay. So I got invited to go to the World Championship out of 500 people.
Yeah.
And the ancillary contest was anything sausage. So make whatever you want, but it's got to be out of a certain sausage. So I shit you not, I made a blueberry sausage cheesecake.
Shit.
Turned that in, and I played it smart because I was like, let all these fools go first. And right at the last minute, I will turn mine in last. Because if you're, 6 people, okay, let's have a sausage stuffed in a jalapeno. Awesome. Let's have a sausage this, sausage that. Then they're like, okay, they're like almost tapped out. Yeah. Now it's like, and I bring them in my box. They don't know who I am, blind judging. They open a box. You got blueberry sausage cheesecake?
It's almost like a dessert.
What? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And then that sticks in their head. They're like, bro, yes. Yeah. I would smash people.
And then you got a plot too, like I'm assuming, because 120 competition people, that it's got to be a football field of smokers and people would set up tents. So you got a plot on the judge, like, okay, the last couple minutes I gotta wait, walk in perfect because other people,
Yeah, so like imagine like going to your football team, like going to a Cowboys game. You guys like the Cowboys, right?
Yeah.
Go to a football game and it's everybody's doing everybody's tailgating, grilling. It's just like that. It's just like a tailgate party, but you're cooking food to turn into judges. Yeah. So I think the biggest check I won was like 5,000.
That's still good though,
it's
bro.
Good.
Just off doing something that you love.
Yeah, and it's not so much. It's gonna sound like an asshole, but not so much about the money. But like you get to walk the stage, you just won this bitch.
Yeah.
Like, and everybody's looking at you like,
120 people from different
just wave
United
at them.
States and shit.
Yeah. It's crazy. So
it's like the big dog, huh? Let your nuts hang, dog.
I know, but you don't ever go into these things cocky. I never do, bro. Like I stay on my course. I stay to myself. I do my thing, And
it's not about being cocky. You let the work speak. You let the work be cocky.
You put the work in.
Exactly.
You put the work, because everybody always says, "Bro, how are you doing this? Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?" Literally every weekend when I wasn't at a contest, I was cooking. I was practicing for the next one.
That's what I was asking.
I seen it though. I remember him. Like I remember him. Him
before the restaurant.
Preparing, doing stuff, fucking making different shit.
Yeah.
Like I remember witnessing that shit. You know, it's on your come up, bro.
Yeah.
Like
now that like we like to give your flowers to people. I feel like you've made it and stuff. Do you now that you feel like that you made it? Do you get tired of cooking for your family, or they're asking like, "Hey, cuz," or "Hey, son, cook me the steak," or you get tired of it? Or?
We cook so much food here, bro. I'll go home and I'll have like a hot link, air fry some tater
tots. Or
tots
do you ever get tired of barbecue?
Bro, I want it. I try everything that we serve out here.
Yeah, do you ever? Because it's like you asked our last guy, he's a breakdancer. And he breakdances
sometimes. Like, you ever get tired of dancing?
Like, do you ever get tired of smoke the barbecue? Or,
to be honest, I won't eat it. I'll try everything before I serve it.
And it's not because it's not good. It's just because
you're around it every day.
You eat, sleep, and breathe.
Bro, I've been competing since 2013. You have to try your food before you turn it into a judge. You want to know what it tastes like? Like, oh shit, it's missing salt. Oh, it's missing pepper. Oh, it's whatever it's missing. You got to try everything. Gotcha. So you're constantly trying things ever since 2013.
Speaking of seasoning, I know you got your own seasoning, because my brother, he likes to smoke food. And, I even think you did like a seminar over there at the Off the Market or whatever, one of those. Off the Hook or whatever, out there on the west side that you did.
So doing all this, people see everything on social media, and I'll post I always put win, lose, ass kick, disqualify, whatever. I post it. I don't care. Yeah. And then a lot of people will reach out and be like, "Hey, would you ever do a cooking class? Would you ever do this? Would you ever do that?" So Off the Hook reached out to me. It's like, "Hey, would you ever do like a cooking class here?" So I would go there. She would supply the meat, and I would get class would sell out.
Yeah.
And basically, it's just average Joes walking in there like, "Hey," and I would teach them just basic, different type of stuff. You can cook for the old lady, cook for the family, cook for whatever.
Yeah.
And the best part about it is these dudes would learn so much that they would stand up, go in the butcher shop when the class was over, order all the food that I just showed them how to make so they can go home and cook it for the family.
Yeah.
No, that's dope because my brother, he does make really good barbecue, my brother, but he had the seasoning, and I'm like, "Hey, I know that dude. Like, he's from the West. I see anything." He's like, "No way." And then I was like, "All right." Then I had seen it. I think we ordered it a couple more times. Yeah. How did that come about? Did someone approach you with that, or you just did that on your own? I'm gonna make my own seasoning.
No, I got a business partner. His name's Justin. And him and I, we'd cook together. We cook a lot because he was always one that was down. Like, "Hey, where are you going?" "I'm going to Pennsylvania." "Hey, I'm going to Nashville, Florida, wherever I'm going." He was always down. "All right, I'm there. And
that's hard to find people like that
too.
It's
hard. So the thing was, when you go to these contests and you walk on stage and it's an ancillary, we're gonna go with the wings. Anything chicken wings is the category. Okay. So if you place in the top 10, they call you up to the stage, and then you got to say, they hand you the microphone, like, what's your name, where you're from, and what'd you make? And I would get my ass kicked starting in the beginning, and I would listen to these people walk up there. "Hey, my name's Joe. I'm from Goodyear, and I made a bacon wrapped lollipop, or I made a bacon wrapped whatever." So I would listen to this, and I'm the asshole in the stands. And I would write all this down on my phone about where I was getting how I got my ass kicked. So whenever I got called up, I would go on stage and I'd say, "I'm from Kyle, Waddell, Arizona, and I made turnip soup." People, and so I would tell them I made turnip soup, and the crowd's like, "What the fuck, soup? I didn't make no turnips. I never made turnip soup."
Yeah,
that was my thing. That's what I would always say. So people started catching on that I ain't gonna tell nobody. I work my ass off. I'm not telling this whole fucking crowd what I made. Doesn't matter.
So
I made turnip soup.
Turnip soup, dog.
Turn it up.
So, I get second place in the world in ancillaries. I lost by like 0.3 whatever points. Yeah. So I go up on stage. There's 4,000 people there in the States, or in the stands. And I say, "Kyle, Waddell, Arizona, and I made turnip soup." And some people are laughing. My buddies all know what I made because we're all kind of a team.
Yeah.
And everyone's laughing. So, quick story, sideline story. I go back to my camp after that, and we're all celebrating, having a drink or whatever. This dude comes over, and he's like, "Hey, you really turned in turnip soup?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro." And he's like, "Man," he's like, "I'm the executive chef of Campbell's Soup Company, And I would have never thought to make turnip soup. I'm like, bro, it kills it every time. And I didn't make that shit. I don't even know where I would start. But I was just my buddies are rolling. They're like dying. So he leaves, and then he comes back a couple hours later because we're all around the campfire drinking a little bit. He comes over drunk.
Yeah.
And I'm in the trailer kind of loading some stuff up. And he's running his mouth, blah, blah, blah.
You didn't make turnips.
And he starts kind of getting into it with my old man. So my buddies stand up, and then I'm trying to get out of the trailer, and he's talking shit and leaves.
Yeah.
So I made this, I don't know if it's up. See that shirt right there? So I made a Campbell's soup shirt with You're Behind Barbecue and says turnip soup. And I would rock that everywhere I knew that he was at. I would rock that shirt just to throw a little dig up. So I would never tell anybody. And so I came out with, since we were so different and like, you know, we do these like steak contests. Side categories, ribs. All right, buddy, make ribs. Everybody's doing barbecue ribs.
Yeah.
So we would make a green chili bacon rub, and I would wrap the ribs in bacon.
Yeah.
Cook that, and you had bacon wrapped ribs. And I would smoke everybody with that. So we made this blend, literally getting seasonings off Amazon, Walmart, wherever, mixing them all together, and I made a green chili bacon rub. And I was using that, and I was smashing it with it because it's got dehydrated green chilies in it. And if it touches any type of liquid, the green chilies rehydrate.
It absorbs it.
And now you got chunks of green chili in whatever liquid or soup or meat or whatever you're making. It rehydrates the green chili. So I'd make crazy sauces with this seasoning.
Bottle it up,
Yeah, so my buddy, his name's Sterling Smith, he's got a massive seasoning line. And he told me, he tried it. He said, bro, why don't you just try to come out with this? I was like, I don't want to jump on everybody's train because everybody at that time was coming out with seasonings and doing stuff. Yep. But people were coming out with beef rub, steak rub, pork rub, you know, just
normal shit, yeah.
And an average person's gonna walk into a store and be like, bro, here's all the beef rubs. It all says beef rub. Here's all the, you know, all the different types of stuff. And I'm like, bro, fuck that. So I said, okay, green chili bacon rub. I'm on my own section because nobody has anything like what I got. So you're walking, you're like, oh shit, green chili bacon. Let's try this. And then it's like kind of like the PB&J wings. Once you try it, you're like, holy shit. Okay, sounds weird. Yeah. But you try it, it's different.
They were
so
fire.
all of our rub line, green chili bacon, chipotle mango, Arizona Cajun, it's an Arizona Cajun rub, and then a hot honey garlic. It's all different than what everybody else has.
They're all dry rubs.
They're all dry rubs, yeah.
That's dope, though, man. I see that, and you got to. It's like putting when we do, you know, where we're still doing music, it's still there a little bit, but we always had merch or something to sell that we branded and people like it. So if
I remember I bought a shirt, y'all were holding the cup with the purple
we've
one.
Had it, yeah.
I had that shirt.
It's like that. It's just
wear them in patterns.
You know what
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
you know old school. That was very old school.
Hey, that was a while ago, bro. That was a hot minute
probably
ago.
a gifted vision from Bobby shit with the cup. Remember that shit? But, no, that's cool, man. So do you feel, with smoking food and stuff like that, do you feel like, I wanted to ask this as personal, like, do you feel charcoal and like, you know, people, what do they use now? Briquettes. Like pellet or those little pellets and stuff? Yeah. Or like, is that like cheating or not good or bad? Or
it's all the same, bro.
It's all the
you
same?
still gotta cook it.
Or like,
is it frowned upon?
Yeah, like, when you go to things like
that. It used to be. Not so much anymore, but it used to be. Somebody shows up with a pellet grill, you're like, bro, what is this?
Well, I happen to go to Ace Hardware sometimes if I have to, and they have like a full big old barbecue section.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
even the pellets are flavored or different ones now.
Like,
I don't even know where to start.
Like, there's people that are old school, like my uncles and my mom. They're like, I don't like no seasoning. I just want salt and pepper, and I want it burnt. Like they don't like, you know what I mean? So it's like a different game. Like, so is it a frowned upon to do certain things?
It used to be, but I mean, when I got into it, like dealing with charcoal and like on a smoker or a grill, it's a pain in the ass, bro. Because you got to light the charcoal and you got to let it burn all off because. If you don't, you got that real smoky, thick taste.
Yeah.
And then, you know, people got the big smokers. Oh, I've been up 24 hours, bro. I ain't got time for that. Yeah. Like, I don't have to. If I had something, I have a Green Mountain Grill pellet grill. I love the damn thing. Yeah. And the guy sponsors me. He's absolutely awesome from Arizona. And, bro, you turn it on, whatever temp you want, go sit back in the couch. Like, you don't want to sit out there and mess with charcoal all day.
All day long.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Press a button, bro. Press a button, turn it to the 250, 300 degrees.
Boom.
Put your meat on, let it roll.
Done, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah,
Because
forget it, dog.
people like,
Set it, forget it, correct.
It is hard. It's a hard game. I feel like sometimes with the smoking, it's like hard because sometimes my kids, nobody wants to wait. They want their burgers cooked quick. And there's certain things that I do it. Now, what's the craziest thing that you smoked or cooked? Because did you do like an alligator?
I did an alligator in
shit like
Colorado.
that?
So they flew me out for a cooking demo. And this was in Colorado. And they're like, yeah, we're going to have you do this, push your seasonings and cook a bunch of stuff. And I also got you an alligator to cook. And I said, what? He said, an alligator. I was like, bro, I never cooked I've never done it.
Yeah.
All right, can't be that hard. It's all right. Alligator was all right.
Yeah.
I did a TV show. They wanted me to do a TV show called Fire Masters. And on Fire Masters, it was going to be filmed in California, but during COVID, they sent us to Canada. So they told me, they said, okay, the first dish we want you to cook is going to be a fish dish. Any fish dish you want.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool. But he's like, you got 30 minutes to make sure you're practicing. And me, I'm hard-headed, bro, so I would practice literally every day. I don't care how hot it is outside of practice. I had the salmon dish. Absolutely fire. Got it down to a T, bro. I was done in like 27 minutes every time. 27 minutes. I jump on the airplane, going to Canada. No service, nothing. Get into Canada. I get an email and a text message from the guy that says, hey, by the way, we're going to have you cook on a shovel. And I said, a what? No response. He's like, but your driver's outside, blah, blah, blah. We'll talk about your shovel tomorrow. So now I can't sleep, bro. It's like a
You're like, what the fuck?
And I said, how am I going to cook salmon on a shovel? I have no idea. Get to I didn't sleep all day.
Yeah.
So I get to the place where they're recording and everything, and I'm like, bro, shovel, what's going on? He's laughing. He's like, it's no big deal. It's going to be good for TV and this and that. And I'm like, bro, you guys are. So they walk me through there. The lady's like, there's your shovel and all this. And they're like, hey, you don't have to do a fish dish. You can do whatever you want, but it has to be cooked on the shovel. And I was like, what's everybody else doing? And they're like, no, they're doing their dishes. And I'm like, bro, set up from the beginning. So I'm thinking, okay. So I got me some steaks and cooked a steak on a shovel. So that was different. Got my ass kicked in that, but that's fine. But yeah, alligator was probably my craziest one that I've. Yeah.
Now, how do you like your steaks?
Medium.
All day?
Well, I used to be medium rare until I jumped into the competition scene. And anytime I cook a steak, bro, it's medium, just to practice. Just to
I
practice.
love mine. It's weird because I do like steak houses and nice spots and shit, but I love my well done, crispy. Like, I don't know why.
Steak.
Carne
asada, bro. What are we doing?
Like a medium well. I just don't want no blood on my
like,
plate. That's kind of like, I just don't want like.
Medium, bro. Medium.
Yeah. So how do you feel with and it happens in almost every trade or game or whatever, but like sometimes rap it's like oversaturated or the podcasters now everybody's doing podcasts.
Yeah.
I feel like in the last 5 to 10 years that barbecue is like
blown up.
Yeah, like every single where I go is like and like I'm
like
not
that food trucks like
food trucks
that
and stuff. How do you feel with that? Like because you've been doing it before there was the social media and
I'm just glad I came to a small town that I have no competition.
Yeah.
As far as barbecue wise.
Yeah.
There's no barbecue competition or no barbecue restaurants or anything that does what I do out here. So I'm literally the only one that people are going to just come to.
Yeah.
But I mean, I can't knock them. You better have good food because.
Well, I think sometimes I trip out because I see people and then it's like, I guess everything's expensive, but it seems like some barbecue is it's expensive. It's getting expensive.
Oh, barbecue period is expensive.
Yeah.
Like the last time when we went ate and we got barbecue, I think it was at Rudy's. And we didn't get that much. It was maybe like 2 pounds of brisket, a pound of fucking turkey, and drinks.
It was a good $100.
Like $100, like $120.
And you didn't even get no banana pudding and shit or nothing. You know what I'm saying? You got the bare Now, with that being said, like what barbecue places do you like out here that you in Arizona? It could be not necessarily in Florence, but which ones do you like?
If you wanted to
barbecue. Florence, Arizona. I know you saw your address, but is there any one place that you do like?
There's well, we would travel a lot for contests. My buddy and I, we drove 19 hours to a contest outside of Houston called Humble, Texas. And he's like, bro, there's this barbecue spot that a guy that was a competition guy, his name's Ernest Cervantes, opened up. He's like, we need to go try it. And I was like, all right, yeah, whatever. So we go and try it. He puts a Mexican flair on his barbecue. Probably the best barbecue I've ever had in my life.
Fire.
It's called Burnt Bean. And I was like, dude, it was heart and soul. But the dude doesn't compete no more, nothing. He's got a restaurant, does his thing, kind of like what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
But he just got named #1 restaurant on the Texas Monthly that they do every year.
Yeah.
Number one barbecue place in Texas. That's my go-to. I mean, there's good stuff out here too, but no, it's my place.
That's your
This
spot.
this place is mine.
Because it's hard because some of us only got a little bit of barbecue in there, so they haven't been. Like, didn't you just come back from Kansas City?
Yeah, Kansas City barbecue. When we were out in Dallas, we tried a little bit of Dallas barbecue out there in Texas. We went to Terry Black's.
Terry Black's, it's good.
That was
it's
really
expensive.
Good. It was
Did you
expensive.
get the big beef rib?
I didn't get the rib. I'm not a super rib guy. I mean, like my son loves ribs. My sister, rest in peace, loves ribs. Like my family, I just wasn't never really. But turkey was my go. The turkey sandwich that you gave me was fire.
Okay.
Like that shit. That's what I'm a turkey guy, so that shit was bomb. But yeah, bro, everything else was
different out there. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely.
And that's the thing. You know, in a lot of restaurants out here in Phoenix. Oh, this is Texas barbecue. This is that. This is this. And, you know, I get a lot of people that say, hey, what are you? And I'm like, bro, this is Kyle barbecue. You're getting it my way.
Your own shit, yeah.
They're like, well, you know, you got to be Texas. And I was like, no, we're doing it how I do it.
And it's funny you say that because when I was in Kansas City, that's their whole. Well, Kansas City barbecue is not like Texas barbecue.
I
don't even want to say. Even my lady,
Don't
she's
care.
like, they're not the same. I'm like, dude, it's what do you mean? It's damn near the same. Like, it's the same shit. The sides, is that what makes a difference?
No, but it's different because I feel like Tex-Mex is way different than Mexican food in Arizona for sure.
Yeah,
and we've ate
100%.
Tex-Mex where I didn't like Tex-Mex.
Trash.
Yeah, what's
Trash. Zamora's
And
for
everybody
life.
says LA got better food than Arizona too, and I'm like, nah, not like maybe top like carne asada.
That's because those people they know the Zamoras that are in California. That when we go, we don't know the little spots.
I'm the same way because I'm a diehard Mexican food fan.
Yeah.
The hardest part for me, no offense, but Zamora's is my go-to, right?
Zamora's is
I come
fire.
out here and I'm like, bro, there's 5 Mexican food spots. I'll be good. Trash.
Yeah.
Trash.
Bro, they just closed down Tony's out there in Avondale. Remember Tony's?
Yeah.
They just shut it down. That was a
Tony's.
legendary spot too.
What's the other one? The Carolinas went down, but I like the original one.
Yeah.
Raw and Teresa's
is just closed.
The old one, right?
The new one or the old one?
Okay. Yeah, the
Not
newer
the
one. Not the original.
Okay.
In this, so, but no, man, that's a crazy game. Now, do you ever grill or is it just always smoke? Like when you do your steaks, it's just you never.
Steaks are grilled. I grill my steaks, but everything here is all smoked. Everything's smoked. Yeah.
That's what's up, man.
That's what's up. Because it's a trip because I seen one time with yours where like we grill, we do that, but like you guys do it where you get the squares on the grill.
Because part of it,
I'm like,
bro,
damn,
because I'm so used to, I'm competition minded. Everything in the competition, it's appearance too. They
even
judge
the
you
steak
on
looks
appearance.
good. Like you look at it, and I'm like, damn, that motherfucker was
looks pretty. Like you got to take a picture of that motherfucker.
It's like me. I used to do landscaping, but like sometimes you see a yard, and then someone just cut the grass, or you see where someone did the lines in the grass. Like a baseball
he knew what he was doing.
That guy, that's badass landscaper right there. Yeah, I'm like, that's badass right there.
But you know the way I do the steaks like that because I'm always practicing.
Yeah.
But you get judged for appearance. Now, if the food looks like, the best thing I do here is I always tell everybody, and I'm very hard on it, is people eat with their eyes.
Yeah.
If the food looks like shit when you take it to a table, or if food looks like shit when you take it to a judge, they're gonna be like, their expectations are way down here.
Yeah.
They're like, it's gonna be all
Some
right.
girl
Even if it's the best thing you've ever made ever.
Like,
it can taste real good.
It's
but
gotta
like,
look good. Yeah.
But you serve food, or even in competitions, they eat with their eyes. And if it looks absolutely killer, bro, their expectations are like, it could suck or not. But their expectations are so high now, and they're going to try it and be like, oh, damn, that's good. So that's a little mind trick you got to play.
Yeah.
Now, I asked like every rapper or whatever, and like you said, you already grabbed yourself.
Oh, man, you better ask me. No, we're even going to ask me that. I'm like, what the hell?
Who's your favorite rapper?
Rapper.
Or let's go.
Wait, hold on.
I was going to say
Arizona.
This. No,
Who you listen to in Arizona?
No, let's do this. Okay, let's do Arizona rapper first.
Juice.
Okay.
Hey,
Richie Evans.
Shout out Richie
Shout out
Evans.
Juice.
Man, I
Shout out
fuck with
Juice.
man. I fuck with Rich. He's cool.
Bro, he's hit me up. We've talked to each other a few times in the DMs on Instagram, and I'm always telling him, bro, come out here. Just come on, bro.
No,
I
it's
got
funny
you.
because we're getting him on the pod soon, and he's a foodie himself.
Good. You make sure he knows who I am.
He's a foodie himself because I like my daughter loves egg drop soup. Like she eats it like probably 5 times out of the week, 3 times out of the week. Like so he sees that and he's like, bro, that's my shit. When I was little, like I was like, I was always going to get the egg drop soup. So we always talk about it. Like he'd be like, that's the spot.
Bro,
that's the spot.
The first time I met him, he opened up for game for the game right downtown Phoenix.
Yeah.
Yep, I remember
So
that.
I'm in line we're trying to get in, and some asshole, no offense, so I was like, some asshole has music all the way turned up. Red Bentley comes pulling in, parks right into a handicap spot, jumps out. He's got the Arizona nameplate or the license plate. Yeah. And I was like,
remember.
damn, this dude. So then concert, everything, it was all good. And then we went to some bar, and then everybody that was playing there all went to this bar. So, so he comes walking in, and I was like, bro. And ever since then, dude, I rock with him.
He's a good dude. He's had a lot of longevity.
Yeah.
I've been wanting him to him and him to do a track.
We've been fucking with Juice before. We had mutual people that we fucked with that like were fucking with him before he was even Juice.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
So like I
know it was Juice, and then it was reaching out to Richie Evans.
Though, man. Shout out to Richie.
Yeah, shout out to Richie, dog.
Now, what about like? 'Cause I like to ask, who's your favorite? I don't want to say chef, but who's your favorite smoker? Like, if there's a such thing, because like you said, where did you go eat at?
Terry Black.
Terry Black.
Like,
or
who
like
do you
the,
look
the
at?
guy, the guy you said, the one that he just opened up in Houston or whatever. That guy. Like, who's your favorite smoker that you would say?
Restaurant. That's my favorite restaurant. It's called Burnt Bean.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like competition guy, maybe.
Yeah, like. Because, I mean, I've never known, but like you say, like if I was to say chefs anyways, you would think like first Guy Fieri and all them guys.
That word
like,
chef, like
I
hate
it's kind of hard. Yeah,
because everyone's always like, "Oh, thanks, chef," and I'm like, "Bro, I'm not a chef." Like, no,
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not even in that realm.
Yes. What is the word for that?
Like,
Is that a smoker?
competition guy or like your favorite? Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Smoker.
Yeah. You're all that guy's a chain smoker. All he does is smoke.
Snoop Dogg.
Who would you say?
Well, I don't know. There's a bunch of buddies. I think there was mainly two of them that helped me and the old man when like we were new, like we were neighbors next to him camping, doing the competitions. It'd be Phil the Grill from Trap House Barbecue that had that,
And
then
is
the
he
other
based
one.
out of Arizona?
Yeah, he was, but he closed his restaurant down.
Okay.
And then the next guy, but he's a competition guy. Next guy would be Sterling Smith. He's got a huge brand called Loot and Booty Barbecue. So those are
think
probably
I've
the
seen
two that he's very, very popular now. I mean, his brand and everything like that. But
I've
yeah,
seen
my
that.
favorite
I think
smoker.
I seen that at maybe at the Ace. Now, what is your favorite? Not smoker person, but smoker machine, if that makes sense.
Green Mountain Grill. If I'm doing a pellet grill, it'd be
Yeah.
Green Mountain Grill because he's based out of Scottsdale, Arizona. He started the brand here.
Yeah.
Can you get those grills here in like Lowe's or Green Mountain?
Yep, Green Mountain Pellet Grill. So the cool thing about that was there's a barbecue place in Phoenix. There's got 4 locations called Barbecue Island.
Yeah.
And they had a Green Mountain Grill. We bought one, and I was playing with it, and it wouldn't work right. Wouldn't work right. So I would send him an email like, "Hey, buddy, this is fucked up." The owner of the whole company would come to my house and put new boards in, redid the whole damn smoker for me. And ever since then, I was like, damn, the owner actually came out here and did this, not some rep or anything.
Oh, yeah.
So he came and did that. And ever since then, I've been rocking with those guys. You know, pellet grill, like a smoker as far as like charcoal. My favorite's like a Weber. I love a Weber. You can't go wrong with that.
Like a Weber
I like
or
those,
a
you know,
fucking-
I'm not like sound like I know, but I like the little the Weber when they do like that vortex thing. I think it's
Bro,
called.
do you have a Vortex?
No, my brother does. That's what I'm saying. So my
Okay.
brother does that with like the
That'll
chicken
change your life.
thighs and
Oh,
shit.
okay,
I'm
so-
fire, like you know what I'm saying. So like
Yes. Weber with the Vortex in it, game over. Game
fire,
over.
bro.
I
Like,
know.
my brother surprised me. I'm like, all right, bro. Like
Also,
shit, 'cause
he knows about the
crispy.
vortex.
Yeah, like
Okay.
he's the one who put me on.
Yeah.
I told him I was coming out here. He's like,
Yeah.
I'll tell him this.
Yeah.
Because he likes it. But
He
like,
wanted to ask
oh,
a couple
shit,
pointers.
Yeah, he wanted to come for it. I'm like,
Bro, that's my go-to.
Yeah.
Even when I did a bunch of cooking classes, I would show people the Weber with the Vortex. People, they would lose their mind. I'm like, you can't do that. I'm
What's
like,
the
just trust me.
difference? So for someone like me that doesn't know,
So,
like I'm barely
think of a
getting into
cone.
smoking and
Think
shit.
of a cone.
Okay.
Right? Like a cone like this, right?
Okay.
You put that in the center of your Weber.
Okay.
You fill that up with charcoal.
Under
Light
it, right? Like
Yep.
at the bottom of it.
Yep. So
Okay.
here's the cone right on the grate where you would put charcoal. Then you fill that cone up with charcoal, light it. Then you get your chicken thighs, season them however you want, or I put a little bit of oil on it, then I season them, and then you put them on the outside
Right.
of that ring. Vent on the bottom of the Weber, wide open. Vent on top, wide open. Then you put the lid on, you start a timer for like 8 minutes, and let it roll. Then you rotate it. So from 12 o'clock, you rotate the lid, boom, go to 3 o'clock. 8 minutes, go to 6 o'clock, go to 9 o'clock. The chicken will be done. If it's not done, you keep rotating it every 8 minutes. You literally have crispy chicken off of a grill.
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's juicy as fuck.
Yeah.
Like, it's like so crispy and juicy.
It's crazy, bro.
And like, I don't like chicken thighs.
Yeah.
It's weird,
Really?
but I love those chicken thighs. I don't like chicken thighs like fried. I prefer like a drum or a breast. But like when those, I'm like, man, I ain't gonna lie, you did your thing all the fucking time.
I'm telling you, dude.
I'm so weird
That's
about.
my number
She's
one
like
thing.
old school. She only likes drums, like the chicken drums, like
Yeah,
my
yeah.
mom. But those chicken thighs, she
Yeah.
likes them.
Yeah, one thing I seen him that I didn't really, as far as me, normally that I don't know if it was the thigh, but you took it and you like fucking pushed it down a little bit.
It's a drum.
Was it the lollipops or something
lollipop
you
chicken,
were called them?
Yeah.
Those things look fucking
Wow,
fire,
they're good.
bro.
They're
Like,
good. They're a pain in the ass to do, but they're good.
Yeah?
I mean, there's a lot of prep work into it.
Yeah,
Lot
that
of
video
prep
was
work.
tight though. When I
Yes.
seen it and I watched it like 5 times. I'm like,
Now, how was it getting? Because I seen a couple of your ones where they got 1 million views on your thing. How's that like your reaction on your stories? Like when you get
I don't even know how. I mean, the most random stuff just pops off. Like for instance, I did the chicken fried steak and I made a brisket gravy with sausage and all that. And I did the thing where I walk out my door, and it just blew up. For whatever reason, and like a lot of people go comment like, "Oh, what is that? What is that? What is that?" It just makes the video blow up.
It keeps blowing and going.
Keeps blowing up, and I get a ton of customers that come in here like, "Bro, let me have that. Let me have this," and it's crazy. And you know, and I have a high school kid that works here, and her name's Georgia. She always is on her phone. I can't get her off her phone. I can't get her off. I'm like, look, you gonna play? You gonna play on your phone?
What we're gonna do?
That's what you're gonna do. You're gonna find me a bunch of videos, and we're gonna make a bunch of TikTok videos.
Yep.
So she'll do videos, and I'd like not inappropriate ones, but like inappropriate for a kitchen. Like you don't have a hairnet in. You got a tank top on, but you're in a kitchen doing something. And we're gonna make a video, and I'll post it. And people will argue over the stupidest. The keyboard warriors just sitting there.
Going at it.
Hey, bro, just going at it.
2 weeks later and shit's still going.
That's what I'm saying. My phone will just go, oh, she doesn't have a hairnet on. I'm like, bro, that happened. I mean, and just going up, and that's what helps. I think makes the video just go popular.
Bro, I see it sometimes if I even comment. Like you said, we're fans of Cowboys, but like say we're Cardinals fans, you know. But if I put Cowboys suck, they'll go eat you up in there.
Right,
like they'll make fun of you, your kids, and it get personal.
But, bro,
you're
what did I do?
It was Cowboys. What did I do? Fuck.
You're gonna waste my dog on that. Come on, man. My dog did nothing to
They
you.
make me log off and shit like that. They just got me.
Let me delete that. That's it. I'm deleting that comment.
That's all it is, man. Now, what's your final goal with this? Is it to keep it going? Is it to open more locations and maybe back home? Is it maybe like
now? My dad's on me now because he says that you need a bigger place. You need a bigger place because summertime it's not too bad. There'll be 20, 30-minute wait, maybe less than that. But we're good. The servers are good at getting people in and out of here.
Gotcha.
But wintertime, there's a lot of snowbirds out here. Like these small cities, bro.
they love the snowbirds?
Snowbirds are insane. Like this place is crazy.
It's a little cooler out here too in the wintertime.
Oh
and stuff,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah. And it's just crazy. And it is a madhouse when it gets cool weather. It's a madhouse here. So my dad's always on me. You need a bigger place. You need a bigger place. I don't want it. I want nothing to do with a bigger place because there's 8 tables in here. And then there's probably 6, 7 benches out back that picnic tables that people eat at. And it's good because I sit behind that bar. I can watch the kitchen, make sure we're plating, do food's doing good, any problems, I can run back and help them. But I get to greet every customer that walks in and say thanks to every customer that leaves. And my number one thing for me is I go and make sure I touch every table. I talk to every customer comes in, even if
that really makes a big difference, though,
does,
bro.
You
Like,
have
people
no
don't
idea.
understand.
People just are blown away about like I went and talked to every table. Like you own the place?
Yep.
I'm like oh, and you're talking like people were just blown away about
that
that.
just happened to us. We shot at La Calera, and they like sponsor us too. It's a dope Mexican restaurant that just opened. It's like off 91st. But I took my mom there just because I thought the food was good. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, I'm like, if I like the food, I'm gonna come back. Not just because you sponsor us. Like, so me and my mama went and ate over there with my daughter. And he came, like, he didn't, not just because he seen me, like, he was already talking to other people.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, what's up, Phee? Like, hey, you know, I said, this is my mom or whatever. And I, well, do you guys want to try a little something, anything? He's like telling my mom, and I'm like, my mom's like, no, we ordered the normal thing. And my mom's like, I ain't gonna lie, like, that's probably the first owner I seen that really came in, shook my hand and asked, hey, do you want to try a little bit of this sauce or this and that? And she's like, I like it here. I want to come back.
That's
and
what I'm saying.
And just off of that, she was sold. Like, where she wanted to come, and that means a lot. It goes a lot.
It really does.
And that's another thing too. Is like I like to touch every tail. I'll talk to every customer. I don't care who it in and out. I'm talking to everybody.
Yeah.
Even if for whatever reason the food sucked, but the customer service and the owner was great. Like it's like, well, I'm gonna go back and try it again. Like maybe they had a bad day. Maybe that was a bad order. Maybe whatever it was. Or if it's something that I can fix, like I'll walk up to the table, like, the coleslaw's okay. I don't really, I don't want this. I'm like, oh, let me get you something else. So I'll run back there, make them a mac and cheese. Here you go. Have that.
Try this. Try this.
That. And not to down anybody that because I mean we're not maybe some people have bad days, but some places that I have tried that are viral, it seems like the guy's mad because there's so many people there or something. He's kind of like, and I'm like, hey bro, it's pretty good food, and he's just like, shade, like and I'm just like, all right, bro, I get you're busy, but you're busy for a reason. This is what you want.
Exactly.
But they're kind of like, they don't have that customer service. Customer service goes a long way.
100%.
Whether it's like someone that's super big or like I always seen that with like Lolo's, and then we always see the Lolo's owner, the old one back in the day. I know they branched off and everything, but we would see him or his nephew working in the homies. Like, man, we've been going to Lolo's before it caught on fire, and it was a little small shack.
It was literally just a house, bro.
Lolo's was on the side of a building. Like it wasn't even, you know what I'm saying?
And now he's doing it big, but you can still catch him, and that's a good thing to do. It's similar to, like you said, Ev Griffin, man. Ev Charlie, we need you on the damn podcast ASAP. But like when he comes down, man, he's a humble dude that he's gonna come and hopefully we get him on. And like you said, he's just an Avondale bred dude. We're normal people, but when you see him, he don't act like he's Mr. Big Show. Like he's just same dude we went to high school with. It's cool to see that shit. It's cool to see him like that. It's important to have all that. Like not a big old ego and all that. Because we'll get a bunch. I seen you on Facebook. You're actually here, and I get a hard time from our food reps that deliver all the food. And like, bro, you're always here. Like, why are you always here? And I tell them, I'm like, bro, I'm this, that, and then they snap back at me. They're like, bro, the owner of Dickies, is he behind the bar greeting every customer? Yeah, I was like, well, and he's like, no, he's in Italy on a yacht somewhere, bro. Yeah, fucking.
He's like, you work too hard. I'm like, I can't. I'll never be able to let it go. I don't think I could ever.
That's the difference, though, bro. Because at the end of the day, like I've been to Dickies before, and don't get me wrong, it was all right. But that's not somewhere where I would go again.
I didn't like it really.
I would come back here again.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't meet you, none of this happened, or we just sat down, I ordered the food and whatnot. Shit's fire. Yeah. I would definitely come back here.
Yeah, thank you.
You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Yeah.
So that makes a difference, bro. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying?
I think so too.
I feel like right now what you're doing is you're planting your seed to fruitation later on down the road. Yeah. So you greeting all these people, you've been. After doing that for 4, 5, 6, 7 years, now you've done it so much to now you can go and now you're a Terry Black now to now you do the fucking you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Do you like how do you feel about the food review guys? Have you ever got like a bad food review or like because some of these dudes and it's not nothing wrong, but all they do is pull up and like he loves smash burgers. He really does. We were just talking about this. They love smash burgers. I'm really not a fan of smash burgers. It doesn't mean that just because he said or I don't like the smash burger, so I'm like, that's not very good. But then I posted and we have a shit ton of followers that like draws people away. There's pros and cons because if you say this is the best, you're gonna, hey, we want to go. But if they say it's shitty, it's like I ain't going to there.
Yeah, I know. It's weird to me. I still haven't grasped it yet. But I mean, we grew up in the time where social media was slowly taking off.
Yeah,
and it's crazy to me that anybody can grab their phone, right? Walk into a restaurant and just start, and like, what's his name? Lee, the Lee guy. Yeah. Well, he just sits there and zooms in on his nose and eats food. Dude blows up. And like, he can make or break a restaurant. Yeah. First viral video we ever had out of here was the chicken fried steak, brisket, and sausage gravy sandwich. Absolutely viral. The comments, everybody kept commenting the guy. They said, hey, they kept tagging this dude called No Paid Food Reviews. And when they were doing this, they kept tagging him. The guy finally got back, and he wrote back on one of the comments. He's like, I'll go check him out. And I'm like, who the fuck is this guy? So I click on him. He's got all these followers, and he bashes restaurants. But some restaurants he gives a pass to, or he gives an honest review, I think. And but he mainly is bashing people.
Yeah.
And Mother's Day weekend, the Saturday before Mother's Day, I had no clue. I should have known, but everybody decides, let's take Mom out. So they take Mom out, and this place is, it's crazy. It's popping. There's a 35, 45-minute wait for people to get in. So in comes this big old dude. I look at him. His face looks familiar. I'm like, this fucking guy had to pick this day.
Out of all days.
Out of all days. It always happens that way. Out of all days. Like, why can't you come in when it's nice and slow? And I'm like, okay, we can do this. But I'm like, here we go. He comes in, and I gave him a finger. I was like, do not bash us too hard. No. We're just here for the sandwich. Comes in, gets the platter, orders the sandwich. Him and his wife, they're doing the video thing, and I'm sitting right over there, bro, at the bar, just watching. And so he eats everything, and he comes up to the bar, tries to talk to me, and I'm like, bro, I don't want to know. Do not tell me. He's like, you'll be fine. So he leaves. Post it. I had to drive to Florence to find the best gravy, blah, blah, blah. He went to town. So he bashed us on a few of our sides, but that's fine. But everything else was great. So then my following count went up on TikTok. Bunch of people were coming in just because of that review. Yeah. So then on Sundays, I started doing biscuits with that gravy. Well, guess what? In comes that guy again. And I'm like, bro. So I literally made him everything on the menu to try. Because here, you got a bunch of people that follow you. You're going to video this, blah, 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 blah. So he came, after he'd done 8, he came up to the bar. We started talking. Very nice dude. I thought it was an asshole in the beginning. Very nice guy. He bought $500 worth of gift cards, and he handed them out to his followers.
That's right.
So he started handing, he would tell me, hey, this, this lady won this gift card, blah, blah, blah. And then he said, here's another gift card that this lady won because she tried to throw us on a birthday party and nobody showed up. And I was like, can you find out what day she wants to come in and get this gift card? So he found out for me, and I threw him a birthday party. I went next door, I bought some balloons, I bought this, and he had a nice little setup in there. Mom came in crying, life was good. So good karma, and ever since then, it's been good. Food reviews are good. Like, I like them, but I can always tell when you come in to be a food reviewer because you're always asking me random questions, or they'll start asking the servers, and we've trained them pretty well to where they know the little lingos that they're going to say, and then they'll send me, make sure you go to that table and find out what's going on. Or somebody playing on their phone, doing whatever.
Over and over.
Yeah, because I'll sit right there. I'll watch everything, bro. I'll watch everything.
See, we did the same thing.
Yeah, no, you have to, though, because at times it's a hit or miss. There's sometimes people don't like that shit. It's like
but at the same time, too, that would be like, our people and let it, like, it's just showing love. I feel like that's it's free. You don't have to, it's just, and if you really fuck with this person, dog, how easy is it to just pull your phone out and be like, damn, dog, it's just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, it's free advertising. Yeah, bro. It's you know what I'm saying? We all got a following.
We have to.
You do that, show some love.
Before we wrap things up and box this stuff up to head out all the way back to a nice thing, is there anybody you want to shout out that help you get here to where you're at? Any of your sponsors and stuff, man? Shout them out.
I got a huge team. I couldn't have done anything without, the old man, of course, my dad, Jerry. My business partner, Justin, the family, everybody, my servers, my cooks, everybody works here.
Times. So who is that your business? You said your
business?
That's
my business partner. Yeah, he's with me on this. He does all the back end stuff. So he's in and out of here very rarely, but he does all the stuff that I don't have to worry about.
That keeps you in here.
Yep.
All the stuff so you can stay in here and focus on the restaurant. Yep. He handles all the back end stuff.
Okay. Because bro, you open up a business. You better know payroll. You got to know taxes. You better know your books. You better know this, that, blah, blah, blah. So he handles all the shit that I don't want to do. But bro, you got to have a big team behind you.
Do you ever bump heads with your dad? Like me and him, we're best homies. We've been known him for so we argue about the smallest shit, but like
he like it. Like I said, he wants me to get a bigger place, and I'm like, no, I don't need it's not fucking happening.
Not
me
yet.
Me and him fight all the time, bro. We bump heads all the time, but it's my dad. You love your dad, bro. I love my dad.
You have to.
So, but 9 times out of 10, bro, when you're a little kid and your parents always tell you these rules, and then I'm like, bro, fuck off. That's not right. Then you look back and you're like, bro, Parents are right.
Yeah, hell yeah. Oh, I feel that every day, and I feel like when I'm yelling at my son, my mom tells me the same shit.
Yeah.
My mom's like, "Don't you remember when I was yelling at you at the same shit?" I'm like, "Yeah, but
I don't want to hear it, Mom. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
I want to be the
Trying to
big
teach a
one,
lesson. Trying to teach a lesson.
Now, what's your IG handle?
Yeah, your
TikTok,
Instagram,
everybody?
Instagram, your Instagram, TikTok, all the socials are under You're Behind Barbecue.
Okay.
That's it. You're Behind Barbecue.
What about if somebody wants to get they're out of state or something? They want to get their
seasonings
hands
or anything?
on your rubs.
You're
or something?
behindbarbecue.com. I have all my seasonings. I have everything on there. We're also on Amazon too. So.
Okay, awesome.
And
Yeah,
then
you
what,
can find it
are
on
you guys
Amazon.
open here Monday through Sunday, or what days you
Here
guys
we're
close?
closed Monday and Tuesday. Monday's deep clean day, so we deep clean everything. We're OCD on that. And
Awesome.
then Tuesday is major prep day. So we're only open Monday through Sunday.
Monday through Sunday. Okay.
Awesome. I appreciate you, boys.
Thank you,
All
man.
right, brother.
Good to see you, man. I hope we'll be back. And if you do have the
I can
chance
talk
here in
all
Florence,
day.
man, us too, bro. You actually show me right now, hey, just so we can see the time we're
Bro,
at.
Wrap it
I mean,
up.
like, just
Wrap it up.
that's the whole reason the podcast. You don't know how many good conversations where we're just chilling and shooting the shit. Next thing, an hour or two goes by, and they're like,
No,
"Bro,
well-
you should have recorded this,
Yeah,
bro. You
well,
should've
even
fucking, like-"
even John Moraga, shout out to the homie. He used to fight UFC. We just interviewed him not too long ago, and he was a little reserved. He was like, we would ask him, and he wasn't saying so much. So it was like a 40-minute interview. But then when I seen him the last time, he's like, bro, I watched that interview, and all I think is, wow, I was all quiet. I should have said more. And I was like,
No,
nah,
you
we
gotta
love
chat
to
it
talk.
out.
We love to
Yeah.
chat
That's how he
it
is as a
because
person,
that's
though.
how it
John
comes,
is-
you know what I mean?
he's-
So,
yeah.
nah, man, here's another episode,
Awesome.
Bounce Back Podcast.
Yes,
Thank you
sir.
for tuning in. If you're in Florence, you make sure you know where to go, baby.
Go check them
Awesome.
out.
Yes, sir.